Hey, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. It's Sunday today, I think it's the 7th or the 8th of January, not too sure on that, but first video in 212, Anyway, here you are, you're looking at a mains inverter, rummaging through Dealerman's box one day, and I sees that. I says to Dealerman, I says, "What's that, Dealerman?" I don't know. He says, "I don't know." I says, "How much you want for that?" "Couple of quid." Anyway, it's 24 volt in DC and mains out. How many amps does it say it is? What is it? 600 watt. 600 watt DC AC compact soft start. Anyway, it's just an inverter, mains inverter, but they're not, you know, obviously you can't draw a lot of current off them. But I said to myself, I said, it's going to come in for summer, and it were only a couple of quid, so I bought it like, and it will do, I'm sure. I got it running here, and I'm just using 2 power supplies, Exhibit F. I got a bit too much probably going in there, but I've got a bit less going in on that one. So Exhibit A and Exhibit B are in series with each other to produce 24 volts coming down these lovely thin cables just for testing purposes. And that's because I'm sat in there talking to lads on radio, and I said I wonder whether that inverter, you know, they don't produce a lot of current like, but I wonder whether it'd drive an LCD type TV. Now look at that. I would say yes, it drives it quite fine. That, by the way, I'm going to use it in the workshop here. You know, can you imagine that? Look at CRT scan coils coming out at back. It's amazing. I bought that off Gumtree other week, and I want it to replace that. You know, space is what you need in a workshop, and this space there, there's somewhere there, it'll be good just to have a straight glimpse across, and I can move Frida there, the old CRT. I never turn it on, I never bother with it, so I think what I'll do is I'll move him out of the way, and then I'll have some of this stuff more over, or, you know, stuff that I can't put in the workshop at the moment, I'll put there. And an Exhibit F there will either take Frida's place and sit right there, or this map will move to a new location somewhere, and we'll have it just about where that Avo is, right there, I think. We're watching a DVD here at the moment. It's got a built-in DVD drive there, and also Freeview built-in. Gumtree.com. Gumtree. No 10%, no 4% PayPal. Anyway, the reason why I'm firing this video up today is to say Happy New Year to you all, and hello to you all again. There's a cooling fan on that. Imagine that. You know, I was thinking earlier on, you know, many a times you go for a little running car, don't you? And you know, you'd be able to, I was thinking, hey, you could take a set-top aerial. You could take a set-top aerial like you'd have a set-top TV aerial. Throw it on top of the car, get yourself in a good location somewhere. Have a radio aerial, a normal CB type radio aerial, like a Starduster that's in that box, or something basic like a GP27, right? And throw it up outside the car, sellotape it to a pole or something like I used to do when I was a kid, bodge up 2274, that's me. Man, yeah, I'm sure you've seen that with all my electrical equipment. I'm definitely a bodge man. And you'd be able to have your radio on in the car, watch a bit of telly, maybe watch a film, maybe use it as a camera monitor, i.e. this directly encompass it straight into there. How is that? And all you'd need to do is have another car battery wired up in series. Put the car battery in boot, one wire straight to deck, just bring a positive, or you know, from boot at car into car itself. In series together, you've got 24 volt, and you'd have TV there. Might even be able to wake a kettle up for a cup of tea. Anyway, I'm showing David this jumbo David that I got other day, and he wants to just have a quick peep. There's a deal going down. There's a deal going down, lads. That's my other jumbo, right? That's all working perfect. And he's offered me a good deal with with some other broken down radio equipment. Imagine that, you know, this radio now has only got one fault, and he wants to do it himself. Another radio repairman. I'll take it as it is. I'll take it as it is. Is it all right? I said, well, these are what the faults are, and you know, you can. Look, it's got big crystal filtering, David, the big one, not like the other jumbos that I have. Right, oh focus, get your head together. Anyway, so that's about it. Also, I bought this nice piece of coax there, 2 RCAs on, and that I got that from boot sale this morning. Little quarter miniature RCA to quarter miniature, and nice one long lead. How much you want for that, mate, on boot sale this morning? 50 pence. Well, you couldn't buy that for 50 pence, lads. Oh, friggin' hell. One up wires. Right, so, and what do I want that for? I'm going to deliver audio from Frida and take audio from Frida all the way to the back of the room and run it into them PAs there. You shouldn't really run audio on long leads of cable, but we'll see how it goes and see if we get any hummer out like that, because it is only thin cable, but it is screened. It should be okay, but we'll see how it goes anyway. And then that'll allow more space, because that speaker there, which are amplified speakers, have got their own, what they call them now, active speaker. So Frida could go, you see, and Betty could go, and we could make more space. David's going to take this away, aren't you, David? But he's going to bring me some scrap radios in return, and just wants its front popping back on, Dave. That's all. Odd knob that you see there are just for testing purposes, of course. And I also bought this. I like to do a lot of DIY here at our house. I like to do anything in the house, you know, myself. And at one time I fancy building a shed outside, like a radio shack, but not a radio shack with test equipment. I want a radio shack just for playing radio on. I really fancy the idea of looking out of my home built shed that's totally waterproof and snug and warm, looking across the scruffy garden in a summer's day, watching the Mogoniers have a number 2 over in corner, while I'm DXing to stateside, looking at my 4-element beam. It's stuck again, rotator. Yeah, the rotator's me. Hey, but they're a brilliant book. How much do you want for that then? To this gorgeous little bird that was selling it. £1. £1. I'll have that. £1. Hundreds of pages of loads of information about how to do anything. And they're a good book, lads. The Collins Complete DIY Manual. And depending on what year it comes out, you can see them on internet for about anywhere between 10 and 20 quid. But it all depends on what year it come out. That one's quite knocking on. It's 97. Whereas a mate of mine that I've got in there that I borrowed off him is 86. And he didn't want to sell me that for £1. Alright, innit? Anyway, so I haven't got a right lot to say. There's nothing really changed, and that's because I've been really poorly again, lads. I've slipped down. You know, when I made that last video, I'm alright now, I'm alright now, I'm alright. Do I sound alright to you? Of course I sound alright to you. Ah, well, only a few days after that I was gone again. I'm telling you. But I'm alright now. I'm alright now. I'm alright now. Sound alright to you, don't I? Anyway, so let me wave an hand, lads. There is people I'd like to say thank you to. Thank you. A fella wrote to me, I've got your 2 knobs. I said knobs, controls, ladies and gentlemen, not knobs, knobs, them there. The ones that's missing. I've got your 2 knobs and the band change switch, he says, on the side there. They're free of charge to you, we're needing a face transplant. I says, thanks very much, pal. Thanks very much. I haven't got back to that lad yet. But I am grateful. I am grateful. Is it really worth the trouble of... is it worth the trouble of you coming from Hull to drop them off or posting them even? I mean, I reckon if I look through some of my boxes, they are quite a long shaft on them though, aren't they? But I do have quite a few tins knocking about with knobs and stuff like that, you know. But I have already had a look in that particular tin and they're not there. But I can tell you now, lads, if you go up there, there's tins and tins and tins and tins and tins. we may have something that's suitable knocking about. What else do I want to say? Hang on, just give us a minute, will you? It's my video. I can take as long as I want. Right then. You see? I can take as long as I want. I can have you all sat on the end of your chair, you know, waiting until I do something else again. You won't go away. Well, some of you will. Some of you have already switched off at the beginning anyway. But look, I'll show you what I mean. If I were to do that and just go out the door and walk away, would you still be here in 10 minutes if I come back and made a cup of tea? Probably wouldn't anyway. There's only 4 people watching. Anyway, no, I've no more to add, lads, I don't think. Apart from, I'd like to say hello to you all. Certainly, well, if I start to name you, some of you people that I like out there, I'll be in bother. So I better not do that, but I better not do that, because if you say hello to one person on YouTube and you don't say hello to other one, you can picture the scene. Hey, what about me? I sent you a nice message the other day. You didn't send out to me. Ah, don't like you right much, that's why. Right, lads, so I have no more to say. So I really want to say goodbye now at this stage. Are you happy with that? You're not happy with that, are you? You'd have liked a more entertaining video, wouldn't you? Well, I didn't know I was going to make a video 3 minutes ago. I just powered that up and I thought, well, seeing there's cameras in here, you know, seeing there's cameras in here, I'll pop it on. What's it fused out there? 7.5. 2 7.5s, is it? Yeah, nice little cooler on it there. I don't know, well, like I say, a little USB port there. It must be for charging something up that's that you've got on USB, perhaps. I don't know. All right, though, innit? £2. How could you get something like that for £2? You've got to keep up with that dealer, man, you know. I tell you, he might produce some slaver. I'll have it, dealer, man, I'll have it. Anyway, catch you later. I really am going this time. You can't stop me. Waving an hand, everybody. Hope you have a good 212. And let's hope we make more videos in 212. What do you say? And let's hope that the next time you see the workshop, if I'm still here, and I will be, he should be gone. Told CRT Sony. Amazing picture on that, you know. And I mean amazing. The brightness and the vividness and the colours of him is amazing. But he's out of there, and he will have to go to tip because nobody will want that. You can't give them away today. You know, on my last video, I think it were, I got that other big TV, don't you, that's in the other room there. Well, it means now I've got still 4, I think. I think I've got 4 really good picture CRT TVs at all different sizes. And I'm sorry to say, lads, nobody wants them anymore. And it really is heartbreaking. But although I don't think in our country we throw them away, when you take them to the tip, I think what they do is collect them all together. They all go in a special place, and I think they send them to third world countries. But of course, I bet they charge them for it, don't they? I bet they don't. I bet they don't give them to third world countries. Get them off us for now, and then I bet they sell them to them at a cheap price, probably. But it's better than going to landfill, innit? Anyway, so see you later, everybody. Goodbye. And by the way, Santa Claus, if you're watching, I've had it with you.